My name is Tim Ray, and I work at Healthy Generation Vending and the CEO.
Hi, my name is Michael Ray, and I'm at Healthy Generation Vending, and I am the CEO.
All we heard constantly was markets. I want to market. Like, that's all they were talking about. It was like, it didn't matter if we didn't think it was gonna work or that it didn't all make sense. Like, they wanted it, so we had to give it. Now, I would say it's a work in progress with the theft and controlling it. But I think the simplest way that I feel that it makes sense is, even though we did a good job selling food before, in a market, the thing that's the best thing about it is you can touch it, you can feel it, you can look at it. And we weren't limited to trying to figure out how to rack our brains, how to sell this stuff. We would find stuff and we'd always figure out how to vend it. You know, I mean, I sold disposable cameras in the, labor and delivery floor at the hospital at the beginning. And you had to figure out the spirals and how to put stuff in there. And we would do that. Down with the market, you don't have that anymore, You can vend anything, but I think to be able to vend more like a convenience store and to be able to have the ability to touch the items, it's huge. That's a very big thing.
I think across the board, things to think about are location, location, location. The world we live in has changed with COVID. Offices now have 200 people, but 200 people are never in the office at one time. They could have 30 people a day in. So a location is not necessarily what it was in the past. So knowing what you're getting, knowing a location, asking questions, figuring out really what's going on is important. I think the blue collar locations are they're gold now, because 24/7, somebody there, always going, captive audience that doesn't leave because they got to take their break right there. To me, that's where it is. So I would recommend not just having blue collar, but locations, customers. Figure out what you're going to do.
When it comes to technology, try to get, use it, but use as much as you can in one house. But then on the other side, in the business operation, diversify and try to get streams of money coming in as many different places as you can, because margins are becoming tighter every freaking day, which is the cost of everything going up. The thing that makes micro marts I don't know if not great's the right answer, but where they lack is the theft. And we have reports in the system, and all micro-mart companies can give you stuff, but the one true thing is that all operators, big or small, have in common is no one knows exactly the theft. No one does. If they do, they're lying, okay? Because to drill it down to the percent, that percent, it's just impossible with all the variables that happen. And if you can't drill down to that percent, you don't have the number. That's so important. And so to be able to fix that, anything that we can add that helps with theft, limiting it and making it where it's not, you just take that out of the equation, I think is a bonus. And so for the hubs, removing that, it makes it just so much better. I mean, I think that still there's stuff I'm sure that are gonna be tweaked, that are gonna be changed as it's, evolves. But I think anything having to do with micro-marts that can eliminate the theft and can help us realize what that number is truly, is where it's going, I think it's very, very important.
We highlight what we do well. I would say some of the things we do really well on markets and in vending is food. A lot of people don't like food. They're afraid of it. We use food as a leader, I have an account right now that we're trying to win business from one of the big guys, and I just sent a ton of food with a driver dropping it off, trying to beat the current customer. And I had been calling, I had been leaving voicemails, I had been doing a lot of stuff, and that box of food, when it hit him with fresh food and sandwiches and all of it, I got a call and was like, hey, this is what you were talking about? So we do certain things well. We face the customer, we deal with the problems when we have them. We've got an awesome VMS that helps us keep machines full, right? Which I think on the VMS side of things, it's harder when you have 7,000 machines compared to our 500, right? You know, so we're able to deal with the problems faster. So we focus when we're dealing with a customer or trying to win a customer on our service, our products, and then just in general, what makes us us, which is our attention to detail, caring about the customer, worrying about the little things, you know, trying to make sure that whatever makes them happy is there to make them happy.